Mike Okoye was 34 and already felt like an old man who had lost every fight. He lived in one damp room where the landlord's generator blew black smoke straight through his only window every morning. The shared toilet never worked properly. 11 adults and 4 kids used it. The smell followed him everywhere. By day, he barely existed. By night, he stood outside Mama Put Joint, a loud beer parlor on the Kubwa Guaranpa Road, wearing an oversized black uniform. His job title was security. Reality, wave off Okadas, beg area boys not to harass customers and pretend he mattered. Salary, 10,000 naira a month when the owner felt generous. Most nights ended the same way, 2 bottles of beer on credit. Sometimes codeine when the beer wasn't strong enough. Women who stayed only if he had 2,000 naira extra. They left before sunrise. He sent irregular money to 2 siblings in the village. They still called him Big Brother in Abuja. Then came the Tuesday that almost ended him. He borrowed 3 days' pay in advance to fix his dead phone. Instead, he drank it all. The bar owner, a short, hot-tempered man named Chucks, demanded it back. Mike cursed him. Chucks slapped him hard across the face in front of everyone. Laughter exploded like fireworks. Mike didn't fight back. He just stood there, cheek burning, while the crowd mocked him. That night, he sat on the open gutter, pulled out his last 3 Tramadol tablets, stared at them for 20 long minutes. Then, not out of hope but pure exhaustion, he flicked them into the dirty water. Something inside him cracked. Not loudly, just finished. The next day, he asked for any job, anything. A woman selling boiled eggs took pity, gave him 2 eggs and bread for free. He ate sitting on an upturned bucket and swore to himself, no more pity food, ever. For 6 weeks, he slept inside an abandoned Danfo bus behind the park. Washed at the public tap at 4 a.m., carried yam sacks, gari bags, plantain crates for whatever traders paid, 50 naira, 100 naira, sometimes 200 naira. He saved every note in an old Vaseline container hidden under the bus seat. One day, an Igbo man who sells motor parts named Emeka watched Mike carry 4 heavy crates without grumbling. Emeka asked, "You fit red and right proper?" Mike nodded. Emeka said, "Come tomorrow. I need person way go right receipt and follow customer way day O." Mike arrived at 7:30 a.m. sharp, every day for 3 months. Started at 25,000 naira, 4 months later, 40,000 naira. He rented a small, self-contained room in Dawaki, 1 room, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, no generator smoke in his face. He quit daytime drinking, then quit completely. He started running every morning around the estate. At first, he could barely do 1 kilometer without stopping. 3 months later, 5 kilometers. 8 months later, he finished a local NGO half-marathon, 47th out of 312. A girl in a blue vest put a medal around his neck and said, "Well done." He still carries that medal in his wallet. But one shadow remained. 2 years earlier, during his worst months, Mike had done something stupid. A regular at the beer parlor, small-time dealer named Victor, asked Mike to hold something small for one night, 15,000 naira cash in a black nylon bag. "Just keep AM till tomorrow, no open AM." Mike was broke and desperate. He said yes. Victor never came back the next day. Word spread that Victor had been arrested. The money was dirty, proceeds from phone snatchings. Mike panicked and buried the bag under a mango tree near the Kubwa overhead bridge. For 2 full years, the secret ate at him. Every time he passed that tree, he felt sick. One Saturday morning, his 37th birthday, Mike walked to the tree with a small shovel. He dug up the rotting nylon bag. Inside, the cash, damp and moldy, still there. He didn't keep it. He took a keiki to Garki police station, told the desk officer everything, showed ID, explained he was scared back then, but not anymore. They took the statement, counted the money, 14,800 naira left after rot. Told him the case was old, Victor already sentenced. They would log it as recovered exhibit. No hero moment, no reward, just paperwork and a nod from the officer. "You don't try, go." That evening, he cooked white rice and stew in his small room. He invited Emeka and his wife, the egg seller Ngozi, and his barber who always cut his hair even on credit. They ate on plastic chairs, laughed at old motor park stories. Mike laughed too, loud, real, like a man finally allowed to breathe. When the guests left, Mike stood at his door looking at the quiet street. He still isn't rich, still sends money home, still remembers the slap, the gutter, the weight of those wasted years. But now when morning comes, the first thing he feels isn't dread. It's a small, stubborn pulse, a life he finally chose. Most days, before the sun fully rises, Mike looks at the empty room, smiles quietly, and says the same two words to himself. Not bad. Not bad at all.